Okay, let's have another music review, and we're still in 1989. We're now up to number 3 in my top 20 albums of 1989, and at number 3 is Oranges and Lemons by XTC. Now, XTC have consistently released quality pop albums throughout the 80s and left their punk roots back in the late 70s. And Oranges and Lemons maintained that standard, offering synth parts and subtle sound effects to the solid rhythmic pop style that Partridge and Moulding have produced on every album. So let's take it track by track. Garden of Earthly Delight starts us off, and it's a very full sound with punchy drums and Eastern Arabian tones, mystical in parts. Its swift pace near the end leads to fading into The Mayor of Simpleton. This is a standard pop fare and was a minor hit in the US. The third track, written by Moulding, is King for a Day, and its very smooth sound with nice textures makes it one of my favourites. Next up is Here Comes President Kill Again. It starts with a drum roll and struts out at you with a touch of Politica lyrically. Mark Isham adds nice horns. Next, The Loving is catchy, and I love it. Very Beatlish, with a touch of 10cc. You can swing your hips to this. As it fades out, Poor Skeleton Step Out emerges with odd percussion and a jerky bass, Devo-like, or maybe early Talking Heads David Byrne style. Some strange harmony vocals which sound female-like. Next, One of the Millions has a melodic intro with nice acoustic guitar and a flute somewhere in the back. The vocals are very catchy. Again, I hear Macca in there. Next up is Scarecrow People. It's a touch too long, but packs a tight rhythm. The jangling guitars create a manic feel. Maybe a metaphor about scare tactics, a la Scarecrows. Merely a Man is XTC Goes Heavy Rock with pronounced lead guitar, which is a bit out of place really with the punkish rhythm. The horns are reminiscent of Sgt. Pepper. At this point it feels like the album is complete, but no. 6 more tracks, more like a double album. Cynical Day sees Moulding use of Isham's trumpet, which softens the feeling that folk is shallow and self-centered. Next, Across the Ante. Strange title, starts with a King Crimson jazz rock feel before switching to reggae rhythm. At this stage you sense that all these songs deserve and would benefit from repeated listens, as there is a lot going on here and you lose a lot on just one listen. Hold Me Daddy stomps through the speakers, a bit disjointed, but isn't that the appeal of the XTC sound? Jagged pop with tempo changes, comic in character, as the guitar picks itself through the tempo. Up next is Pink Thing, bubblegum pop, a nice lead solo, rockabilly style. Miniature Sun has extravagant horns and a sophisticated tempo. The Move and Roy Wood come to mind. The cacophony of sound that makes XTC an interesting listen. Anyway, we arrived at the last track, and they saved the best for last. Chalk Hills and Children. The production owes a lot to the Beach Boys. Those harmonies are moving, gentle, with a touch of psychedelia from the 70s. Okay, so to conclude, a pretty disjointed album that grows into an amalgam of pop variety. And XTC continued to grow as you get more familiar with their material. It's number 3 in my top 20 albums of 1989. And for learners of English, I would recommend you continue to listen to music, songs in English. It will improve your listening. Okay, that's it.